Well, the aftermath of the storm hit everyone so hard. Many lost their homes and hundreds more have been without it since before the storm. Joining me to talk about how they're here to help those most in need include our homeless population, Lieutenant Governor Joshua Tenorio. We have the OHAPP Administrator, Robson and Agustin. Half a day, gentlemen.
Half a day, Nick. Half a day to the people of Guam.
So our homeless population, what's the plan?
Well, we've the long-term efforts are needed for that population, and right before the storm, Rob and his team and others were out there convincing some of the long-term chronic homeless folks to get into shelter. A lot of them were at Carbolito, depending on where they were, and we were able to make sure that we assured their safety. Now that some of them have checked out, we continue our service and our casework there. What I expect out of all of this is that I think that our plans and our strategies are going to be refined because we have access to some of the experts coming in from the Red Cross, from the Salvation Army. We've already talked with the head of Red Cross about the assets that we have that we're bringing in online. Really trying to go and acquire a drop-in center that can also be a shelter, especially in times of emergency, where we can go in and do casework. Some of the stories that we have out there are not very easy to address. But we're certain that we're going to be able to put in interventions and really empower a lot of the partners within the homeless coalition and the government to try and get help as fast as possible. The goal is to stabilize people and those families that especially have young children, seniors. There's different pathways that we want to put on to try and make sure that we shelter them.
Rob, you have a good gauge on the amount of homeless that we have out there as well. Are they coming in? Are they asking for help? Do they know where to go?
Normally, yes. When we were reaching out before the storm came, we did give them information from the JIC and the handouts that they were able to read. And so by the time that we reached out to them before the storm, they all knew where to go, what was going on. They just needed the opportunity to get there, so we did that. Once they went back after the storm, I'm going to reach out with the coalition and we're going to start the outreach again, make sure that the post effects, we take care of that.
The resources coming our way now, hopefully, cross our fingers, it just allows us to have more shelters,
right.
more
and
assistance.
I just want to say, of course, when we're in a time of need, we're here, we want to help each other, right? And so sometimes people out there may have had problems with their family members. This is the time to try and give an attempt to try and unify the families, bring them in a shelter. Some of us don't have power still in our homes. Those we have relatives that do the perfect time, even in a basic thing, to try and offer your place in the interim while everybody gets on their feet. And I think we're in it for the long haul and to make sure that we use this opportunity to try and improve even the response that we already have.
Right. And for those that are able to see this at this point, is there any place that they need to call or contact or go to get additional assistance?
So our OHAPP office is currently down right now. The phones are down, but they can WhatsApp at 671-475-2093. We will get to you that way, or OHAPP.gov if you have access to email.
But just be assured, people are out there always doing outreach, so people know each other.
Great. We'll see you guys out there, and thank you for both what you do.
Thank you.